Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here, back for another pick a card reading, and this is going to be the key to success. So we're going to be looking into what it is that you need to do to receive abundance and success in one or all aspects of your life. I am doing this in collaboration with Amethyst Moon. I will have her channel and the video linked down below in the description box, as well as a pinned comment. That is where you will also be able to find the timestamps. The timestamps are also in the description box as well. Please do subscribe to Amethyst Moon if you are new to her. She does a lot of different videos, pick a card readings, other collective readings, deck reviews, and things like that. So if you're interested in that, she is a good channel to put on your list. And yeah. So again, this is the key to success. So let's go ahead and get started. I have 3 piles. I tried my best to get them all into the frame, and this is what it ended up being. Sometimes I can get it perfect, and sometimes it's just not going to work. So I'm just going to have to deal with it as it is. But as you can see, as always, I usually have 3 piles. So we have 1, 2, and 3. I do recommend that you only pick one, but if you feel guided to pick more than one, you can do so. Or if there is some similarities between one of the piles and another, I will sometimes encourage you to go watch that other pile if I feel it's necessary. But it's always up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you have not had enough time to pick your pile, simply just pause the video, meditate, and come back to it when you're ready and pick your set. So I will see you guys in pile number 1. Welcome to those of you who have picked pile number 1. So again, this is a reading regarding the key to success. So basically your pathway and advice that is going to help you attract more success into your life, your relationships, or just whatever it is that you're thinking about maybe. But this is more so general, so it doesn't even have to have a subject. This could be just an overall energy type of thing. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I think at the end I am gonna pull a card from the Dear Universe Oracle deck by Sarah Prout. So I'm going to do that at the end of each pile. And I think I'm going to read into that last. So we're going to start with the Surrender card. So surrender to effortlessness. So pile number 1. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So pretty much this is about saying to not feel like you have to work every second of the day, or just working so hard to the point where like you can't focus on something else. So Spirit is saying to kind of put attention into every aspect of your life instead of focusing on one thing too hard. Just go with the flow and allow things to happen as they are supposed to and when they are meant to. And just with effortlessness in general is just, like I said, not feeling like you have to work constantly. So making time for personal time and you know, things like that. But yeah. So you have surrender obsessive thinking. So it looks like some of you may have been like obsessively thinking over, like it says, you're working too hard. I feel like you're obsessing over a career, or maybe not a passion necessarily, but just a career and work in general, where it's just like I said earlier, you're so obsessed, not in a negative way. We're just saying obsessed means you're too into it. You're too into this one aspect, and you're not giving enough attention to the other areas of your life, like I said a second ago with this effortlessness message. So if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So but yeah, So just making sure that the main message here for you guys is to just try not to put too much attention on one thing and then forgetting about everything else. Okay, so surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. It looks like some of you also been working very hard to try to change someone's mindset about something, or to try to change someone in general. And the Spirit is saying that it is not your job to fix them. They have to heal on their own, and they have to realize that they have a problem themselves, versus when somebody else is pointing it out. They're not going to really get the point if somebody is constantly nudging them and trying to make them understand. They have to come to a realization on their own. So a part of your success, or a part of you reaching success in one or more aspects of your life, is allowing people to come to certain conclusions on their own. So even if this is a relationship, as in romance, if it's friends, family members, anybody, this is just saying that if you want success with trying to get someone to fix something within themselves, you most definitely have to let them, like I said, awaken on their own. It's okay to try to tell a person once or twice, hey, you need to kind of straighten up and do this and that. But when you're constantly doing it, it's just too much, and they're not going to feel comfortable. They're not going to want to change. But once you leave them time to think about stuff, they'll probably start to wonder, like, okay, maybe they're right. I do need to do something. But if you're constantly putting it in their face, they're not going to. So for some of you, this working hard is you trying to change this person in whatever way. So let's see. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. And this could even be about somebody trying to change you as well, because we have the compassion message. And as it is saying, it's basically asking you to embrace every part of yourself, or embrace every part of another person. And it comes up right after surrender the idea you can fix someone. So it's possible that maybe you're not kind of being, or the person that maybe is trying to change you, if it's going that way, that they're not being compassionate. They're kind of coming from a judgmental standpoint, even if they're not trying to. So that is kind of why maybe you're kind of stuck in this obsessive thinking type of mode, or stuck in just not wanting to change because people are not asking you in the way that they should, or telling you in the way that they should. They're kind of being aggressive or mean about it. So it's time for them to use compassion. But if it's you trying to change someone else, this is a message saying that if you come from a more compassionate place, that maybe, you know, the people you're trying to change, or trying to get them to see the error of their ways, they'll start to have a different thought process. And I feel like because of the compassion that they're not feeling from the situation, this is why they have effortlessness towards trying to change as an individual. Because for some of you, it is that they have effortlessness. Whether as for others of you, it's about you needing to have effortlessness. So take it as it resonates. We have Mystique. Okay. So keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So another part of success for you guys, or reaching success, is just to keep moving forward, not letting obstacles stand in your way, not taking no for an answer, as in, like, when you see an obstacle you feel like it's too big for you to jump over or to try to get around, but Spirit is saying to keep charging ahead and pretend like you don't see the obstacle, because a lot of the times the obstacles that you think are obstacles are really not. So don't let small things stop you from moving forward. That is the biggest message here on your path to success. So writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So this could be as little as you needing to write down all of your ideas so that you don't forget them. I also feel like some of you may have a lot of ideas to the point where you feel like some of them aren't good enough, and so I feel like you are needing to not say no to your ideas as well, because they can be useful. So write those ideas down for a later time. For some of you, for others of you, this could be about social networking, like blogging, typing, writing, or writing a book, or just in general doing some type of writing, journaling, anything. This is going to help you find more success as well. I feel like maybe getting a notebook and logging things down, creating a schedule for yourself. That's the biggest part of the writing that I'm seeing here. So we have this card here. Fears aren't facts. Often they're just scary thoughts or feelings. Instead of judging your fears, invite them to tea, offer them a cookie, and have a chat. Listen to what they have to say. When we're courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. So invite your fears to tea. So this is about confronting your fears, and like it says, you're not going to allow your fears, basically, I'm being drawn back to this card here, you're not going to allow your fears to keep you from moving forward. We're going back to the don't take no for an answer. Your fears are kind of like temptation. So in order for some of you to get success, you, like I said earlier, you have to find the root of your problem and admit that you have one, and talk it out, even with yourself, over a cup of tea or coffee, whatever it is you like to drink. Don't even have to have anything to drink. Just sit at the table, even like with cards or anything, like your tarot cards or your oracle cards, and just sit there and say, I'm no longer going to allow these fears to take control over my life and over my path to success. So this could be even about, like it says, writing. We have writing here, so I'm being called to say, like, writing down your fears, maybe on a piece of paper, calling them out one by one and just saying, I'm not going to let fear number 1 take control of me. I'm not going to let fear number 2 have more power. I'm not going to let this be an obstacle, so on and so forth. So yeah. So we have strength. So yeah, you do have a lot more power than you realize. You can get through a lot. You're going to be tested and tempted a lot on your path to success, for sure. That's going to be everybody, regardless of what pile you pick. But it's more of an evident message here in pile number 2, where you are needing to focus more so on this. But you do have a lot of strength, and you need to use it to your advantage. And you, I feel like, not necessarily manipulate, but I feel like you can make a situation, you can turn a situation around, but it's all about your willpower, and if you're, like, you know, willing to do it. But yeah, you're stronger than your fears, so don't allow those to stop you from getting ahead. Okay, so we have windfall of abundance. So I feel like once you start to do that, open up about your fears to even just yourself, and like I said, writing them down on a piece of paper, an increase of abundance will come. It says an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So, so yeah. But like I said, admitting your fears is going to make you stronger, and it's going to, like it says, bring in a windfall of abundance. Yes, we see Santa Claus, and this is, I don't know why, but I guess I'm feeling for some of you that December is going to be a very strong month for success to happen in your life if you allow it to. The only thing that's stopping you, the main message here, is the fact that you're letting your fears be bigger than what they really are. So choose love over fear. That's the main message. Okay, new beginnings. So new beginnings are going to come. I see a lot of you guys needing to specifically work on your sacral and solar plexus chakra. Anytime I see this type of color, sometimes, most of the time, I will be guided to say that if I feel called to say it. For the most part, if spirit thinks it's necessary, it will come up, but if not, I won't bring it up. But anyway, I do feel like with the red here, you do most likely, or most definitely, need to stay on alert. And when I say stay on alert, I mean stay awake. I feel like this is like a ancestral type of message where your ancestors and angels and spirit guides and things like that are just wanting you to kind of create new beginnings for yourself. I feel like this is about you choosing your own story. You're writing the story, and you can change it at any moment. It's not set in stone. So if you want a new beginning, you can write that down and you will have a new beginning. I feel like some of you even do like healing work where you write things on pieces of paper and you end up manifesting things. I feel like there's a need to do some affirmative work, like affirmations, daily, weekly. Just pick at least one affirmation for the week or for every day, and just say it before you go to bed, when you wake up, just whenever you feel called to say it. But yes, you can write your own story. Message in a bottle. Anytime I see that, I most definitely see something about communication coming up. I'm hearing a message like a little birdie told me something. So I feel like some news is coming up, which it's up to you what you do whenever you get that news, for the most part. But I most definitely see that somebody is going to be in someone's ear about something. It's not necessarily negative, but when it comes to your path to success, make sure you do respond maturely and carefully when it comes to, it's not even necessarily gossip, it's just somebody passing along a message, kind of like maybe passing notes. Yeah, for some of you there is direct communication coming to you from somebody coming up. So if you've thought about communicating with someone, wondering if they're reaching out or something, for some of you this is, yes, they're going to be messaging you. But for others of you, this is, you're going to hear something from them through another person. I just hear the saying, a little birdie told me something. So yeah, I do feel like it is something you can rely on. I don't feel like this person is just going to be saying stuff to be saying. It's really that somebody said something to them about you. Again, not necessarily bad. It could even be as simple as an I miss you type of message that maybe they didn't feel comfortable telling you. So, they were kind of saying it to the other person. For them to tell you whatever the case is. Okay, so psychic awareness. So like I said, it says divine soul. So like I said, staying on alert. And this is what I meant by staying on alert. You guys, those of you who have picked pile number 1, you are very, very, very gifted. And I most definitely feel like when you are getting certain messages, I'm going back to this as well. They are from the divine, and they are wanting you to pay attention and listen to those signs and messages and take action take action upon them accordingly. But yes. And if you didn't know that you had strong gifts, you do now. Yes, we are all psychic, but some of us are more stronger than others. Not everybody's meant to do readings and stuff like that, so you don't have to take it that way if you don't want to. But for the most part, I feel like you have a very strong psychic connection, and this goes back to this message again, where it's just like a part of your success is some type of telepathic communication, psychic communication with somebody in your life. It could be a soulmate, a friendship, romance, anything. But it doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but it can be. I feel like you would know what I'm talking about here if you think about it, but it's going to be different for everyone more than likely. But a part of your path to success is the communication that you are having with others telepathically. And again, your spirit guides and stuff, you most definitely need to listen to them. Your intuition, clairvoyance, claircognizance, and I think I said that wrong. I do feel some empathic energy as well. Just any psychic abilities. So luck is on your side. So we have more psychic intuition type of color here, which is the purple and the pinkish. So luck is on your side. New moon is Sagittarius. So I do not focus on the zodiac signs of the cards, but if you are a Sagittarius, that just means it's most definitely a message for you. Even if you're not, you could be a fire sign of some other, like Leo and Leo and Aries. But yes, luck is on your side. Things are going to change according to the way you want them to, so long as you believe in yourself. And okay, but anyway, so luck is most definitely on your side. But it's not really just luck. It's because that I do feel like you most definitely deserve you most definitely deserve a positive outcome in whatever it is that you are doing or wanted to see for yourself. Because with the Strength card, regardless of what deck that is in, it's to me always about somebody that has been through a lot but has gotten through it. You've healed in your own time. Yes, you may still have, some trauma or thoughts about certain things, but for the most part, you've been able to get through things. And I feel like that the universe and God and spirit is just really recognizing that. So it's not even that you didn't deserve it at first, because life is life. So even if you do all this good stuff and you don't get what it is that you feel like you deserve, it's not about, being punished or anything like that. It's just simply that at that time in your life, you were not meant to receive your blessings. Okay, so let's see. We have personal power. So we're going back to strength. So yes, you've gone through a lot, but it's only made you stronger in the end. You just have to continue to push forward and be courageous. I also feel like this is about taking a risk, and we're not talking about just doing something completely crazy. We're just saying, like, taking a leap of faith on something. A part of your path to success is stepping into your own personal power and giving yourself more credit regarding certain things. Yeah, because you definitely have worked hard, which is why the message was earlier to slow down and surrender to effortlessness. Sometimes too much work, too much of anything is not good for you. So just always remember that. So Unleash your creativity, yeah. So, like I said, taking risk, being more open-minded, um, and I feel like there are some hidden talents. Part of your hidden talents could be the psychic awareness. I feel like some of you may have not have told anybody about this. Um, you know, I myself, my immediate family knows mostly, and people that need to know, but I most definitely do not tell everybody for a reason. But for the most part, I do share my gifts online, and I do encourage that anybody that has a strong gift to show people what you can do, because your gifts really do matter. So I feel like that is a part of your creativity. You are very creative simply because of your divine connection with the spirit world. I meant to say your connection with the divine, but same thing, I guess. But yes. Okay. So we have, I am patient with my needs, kind with my words, and respectful of my soft places. So this is a card on emotional health. These cards are all different subjects. And again, for this one, it's emotional health. So this is about you just needing to be kind to yourself and allowing others to be kind to you. And if somebody is touching on a touchy subject with you, it's possible that you may be afraid to kind of touch bases on stuff like that. With this, invite your fears to tea. I feel like this is about you allowing yourself to be nice to yourself, as well as, if somebody is not being so nice to you, because we're back to the compassion message as well. It's underneath all these cards, but where you just need to be kind to yourself as well as others. And this is not to say that you're not already doing it. If you're already doing it, it's just saying that you're on the right path and to keep moving forward. But yeah, so we have Angelite, peace. Yeah, being the, if you can see that, it says peace, and oddly enough, we are talking about compassion. So being, I feel like you guys are already the peacemakers in certain situations, but that this is a part of your path to success. You bringing people together and harmonizing, and that kind of thing. So yeah. So break the mold. To me, this is about breaking the ice for some people. Other people, this is going to be about cutting through BS, which you're gonna be able to cut through mostly because of the psychic gifts or abilities that you have. I feel like for some of you, for some reason, there are more psychic gifts than you realize that you have. You have more than just the few that you may think you have, or even just the one you think you have. It's just a matter of you tapping into them and breaking into it. But yes, there's a need to cut through some BS, and a part of your path to success is to help you do that, you're going to have to focus on what the spirit world is giving to you as far as your signs and messages. But yeah. So we have 3 of Pentacles. I'm feeling like an intervention type of thing. I guess this might be due to the message we got at first, which was the surrender to the idea that you can fix someone, I believe was the name of it. 3 of Pentacles to me is always a teamwork type of card. It talks about taking action, but not necessarily needing the help of others, but you're going to get far by inviting people to help you, or by accepting help when somebody offers it to you. So just a part of your success or path to success is you allowing helping hands, and most definitely most of you are going to need that, because you are already working too hard. You need somebody to help carry your load. This is not to say to dump everything off on other people, because you're going to be there helping as well, but this is saying that you do not have to go about it or doing it all by yourself. So just make sure, even if it's just people online, like helping you sort through orders or helping you just do things in general, giving you advice, any type of teamwork will be great. So just let people help you. So we have another Pentacles card. So like I talked about earlier, for most of you, I think I did say that though, for most of you this is career related, and with the Pentacles suit, it is finances, career, your goals, things like that mostly. And so there is earth sign energy here as well. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, you do not have to be the earth zodiac sign. You can have these placements in your chart, could be in other areas of somebody else's that you know, their chart, or okay, so I had to get up for a brief second. So what I was saying is that this could be in other areas of your chart, could be somebody that you're thinking about during this reading, or possibly this is just the energy you're taking on at the time. Doesn't have to be either or. But those are just the zodiac signs and energy that are associated with Pentacles in the particular cards that have come up. So you have Eight of Pentacles. I don't remember touching bases on that before. I had to get up for a second. So Eight of Pentacles is dedicated effort. So again, we're talking about working hard. Yes, you do still want to be dedicated and into whatever it is that you are wanting to do, or to get what you want to get out of something. But it's, again, be careful not to overwork yourself. Take some time to, you see how this person isn't, you know, looking up from what they're doing. They're just continuing to nail down those pentacles and trying to keep them staying put. In the energy I'm feeling with this entire reading so far, like I was saying, is that make sure you are giving your time and attention to other things and not just one particular area of your life. So yeah, so our final message for pile 1, we have okay, so I stopped before because I see the word and this is what we're talking about. So obsessing over the outcome of a relationship gets in the way. Instead, I let go and allow. So yeah, we're going back to the I surrender the idea that I can fix someone, and just this overall energy, because overall energy is talking about obsessive energy where you're just constantly working on something or thinking about something and not giving anything else any other attention or any thought. So that's the main thing of this reading, the main conclusion, the main message. Okay, so it doesn't have to be just a relationship or a friendship or romantic connection, just generally obsessive energy here. So instead of obsessing over it, just let go of the outcome and allow things to happen as they are supposed to. So I mean, I've already really say on here about that. So I did say in the intro that I will be pulling a card at the end of each pile from the Universe Oracle card deck by Sarah Prout. If I'm not mistaken, it is a deck, or it's another one of those decks based off of a book by the author that wrote the book. But let's just see. Those are the backs. I'll probably be doing a review soon. The review is probably going to be up before this video. So before this PickACard. So okay, so this one comes up for you guys. Now again, that's just the back. So the message: Dear Universe, give me strength to embody my soul's true purpose. So be it, so it is. So I think the so be it, so it is at the bottom of each card's message within this deck. But So this is about, just like we talked about earlier, allowing your, strong points to overpower your weaknesses, pretty much. So yeah, so give me strength to embody my soul's true purpose. So that is the message that you need to affirm to yourself. And also this is an affirmation as well, if you like. So that is the end of pile 1's reading, that your path to success. Let me know what you think in the comments, and what resonated, what did you learn from it. And also don't forget to check out Amethyst Moon's response video to this, to see if there are any similarities within the pile that you picked here versus there, or whatever you want to do. Yeah, tell her Gifted Soul 777 sent you. And yeah, if you are new to me, please consider subscribing, sharing this video if you enjoyed it or found it useful in any way. It's going to help me be able to get my content out there to more people, be in more people's recommendations, as well as just encouraging me to keep providing content here on my YouTube channel. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Love and light. Hello everyone, welcome to those of you who have picked pile number 2. This is a reading regarding your path to success. Please like, share, come subscribe. This is in collaboration with Amethyst Moon. Her information will be linked down in the description box, as well as a pinned comment. Also, well, along with the timestamps, which you likely already know as you are here. But yeah, so again, this is just going to be regarding your path to success. It is not going to resonate with everyone, nor is it meant to. So if something doesn't make sense, it's probably not supposed to. So and keep in mind, this is entertainment purposes only, and are not substitute for medical, financial, legal, or any other type of advice given to you by a qualified professional. So we're going to look into this at the end, or towards the end, and I will be shuffling and pulling a card from the Dear Universe Oracle Card Deck, volume number 1 by Sarah Prout. It is based on a book she wrote. It's a very plain deck, but still useful. But anyway, so our first message is, we're focusing on the surrender messages, and you have surrender to trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So know that there is no right or wrong decision, is the main message here that I'm getting. You made the decision for a reason. Sometimes spirit and the universe nudges us to make certain decisions, even if we don't want to make them, but we make them anyway. It's because it's the universe guiding us to do that. So in order to really find success within your path, is to not lead yourself astray. If you made a decision, it was definitely for a higher purpose than you may have known or realized. So keep moving forward, have more trust in the process, and like I said, have confidence that you have chosen the right path, even if, even on the right path, you are bound to make mistakes. The right path does not mean that you can't make a mistake, that you won't have any flaws, or that you're just going to be completely perfect. That's not what the right path is. At least that's how I feel. So surrender fear. So pile 1 had a message of, the biggest message of their reading was about fear. So if you'd like to take a look at that, or try to find that message, I would encourage you to do so. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So yeah, I'm getting like fire and water type energy. It could be signs, zodiac signs, just your placements in other areas of your chart, or possibly just that this is the energy that spirit wants to bring up. This is the energy that's taking place within you at this time, even if you're not of those energies, because I see a lot of water here, and the color here is just water-like, and then we have fire here. Like I told pile number 1, you are stronger than your fears. It looks like you guys need to get out of your head and trust that certain things happen for a reason. Certain decisions were made for a reason. Don't be afraid of moving forward. Don't have guilt about moving forward from someone or a situation. It's just all a part of your personal growth. So in order to have more success, the main thing you guys need to do is let go of fear and to trust more in your decision-making processes. Is the message I'm getting at this time. So surrender to rest and sleep. Okay. To prevent burnout, slow down under your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So pile number 1 is already having, or pile number 2 is already having a lot of similarities with pile number 1. Different cards, but almost the same exact message, because they got surrender to effortlessness, which means that they were working too hard and they need to kind of slow down. And this is telling you to slow down too. So some of you may be having problems trying to get to sleep, or having a normal sleeping pattern, or whatever the case is. But for some of you, for others of you, you just don't want to sleep. And I get that. Like, you know, sometimes you don't want to sleep in fear that you're going to miss out on something. So I feel like maybe that's the thing with this as well. So this is almost, so far, almost exactly like pile 1 in some aspects. But there is definitely a need to take a break. I feel like surrender to rest and sleep here goes back to surrender to fear. Not only in fear of you missing out on something if you take a break or go to sleep, but also maybe in fear of, I've kind of lost my train of thought, but it'll come back up if it's meant to be, if you're meant to hear it. But yeah, surrender to fear and surrender to rest and sleep. Get some sleep so that you can re-energize yourself, replenish your energy. Now, some of you could, like I said, have a problem with getting to sleep that you can't control neurologically, which I said that wrong. But I think most of you know what I'm trying to say. But so don't be afraid of sleep and rest. I'm trying to think of what it was I was trying to say a second ago, but it, like I said, it'll come back up if you know you're meant to hear it. So when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. So this is the empowerment card. So different cards, same message so far as pile number 1. It could be that pile number 1 has chosen both pile 1 and 2, or maybe they were at a crossroads trying to pick whichever one, or possibly the energy crossed over from one pile to the next. I did take a brief break before I moved on to this pile, so that may not be the issue, but it's possible. But yeah, this is about stepping into your own power. And I feel like doing whatever it is you want to do and not what other people want you to do. That is a part of your path to success. So Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So like pile number 1, do not allow your fears to keep you from moving forward and to hold you back in certain aspects of your life. But Archangel Gabriel is somebody that you are going to need to call on to help you reach more success, and just an angel maybe to pray to, or just call upon for anything, whether it's success or helping you to dismantle your fears, step into your own power, and having more trust in certain situations and in yourself. For you guys at this time, that is what Archangel Gabriel is representing for you. So study. So observe. It looks like you need to observe situations before making decisions. Not after you make a decision, but before. Because you're doing it backwards if you're doing it after. So reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. This doesn't have to be about your career, but just anything in general. So doing more research is going to help you come across more success as well. Getting more resources. I feel like maybe you have been getting resources in only one place. And Spirit says that there's books, you have a computer, we have all this technology and that is meant to help us on these types of journeys. So just make sure that you're using them and not taking advantage of what you have in front of you. I feel like you have a lot of information within as well that is going to help you. Alright, so we have, great things are born from those brave enough to fly, those who are willing to risk failure. Your dreams require action and you're ready to make a move. Remember, you have nothing to lose. Even if you flop, you will receive valuable insight. So get off your butt and take a leap. Go for it. Risk it. The reason why I said and I just stopped it like that is because I said taking something about taking risk in pile 1 too. So definitely these piles go hand in hand. If you watched this pile or you picked this pile, I most definitely feel like there's more information for you in pile 1. Do not have to watch it. If you feel called to, great, but this is just my advice. I would definitely feel like you can gain more insight to go along with this if you go watch that as well. But let's see. So yeah, taking risk, allowing yourself to fall. Sometimes you have to fall to learn how to do something in a different way. So take a risk. Taking a risk does not mean, like I said in pile 1, doing something completely unrealistic. I'm not telling you to go bungee jumping. I'm not telling you to go skydiving. I'm not telling you to do any of that type of take a risk. But just like maybe even saying yes to something or risking an opportunity and trusting that a better one is going to come along. Maybe that kind of type of energy. So we have closure. Okay. I feel like this is about the information that we're talking about here more than anything. For some of you, if you're looking for closure with someone, I feel like you already have the closure within. You may get it directly from them, but for the most part, if you're looking for closure, I do feel like you already have the answers on why certain things happen the way that they happen with another person, or in a type of situation, or you know, in another situation. Doesn't have to involve romance or anything. Closure means just getting clarity about something, trying to understand why it happened. You need to trust your inner wisdom on that. Whatever you're thinking is going to be the reason why it happened. But for the most part, I feel like this is about the studying, the information, and the resources that we were talking about, where it's like you need to or you're going to. I see that you're going to come to a conclusion in some type of business proposal or just anything in general where it's just like, because you paid attention to the situation and the energy around it, that's how you're getting your closure. It's inner wisdom. So inner wisdom is a part of your path to success, and also closing doors and not looking back and not opening them back up is a part of your path to success as well. Whatever is closed right now, whether it's a relationship, whether you got fired at a job, whether you quit a job, it's meant to stay where it is. You are not meant to go back there. Leave it alone. If it comes back in your face, it's just temptation. Keep walking away and walking forward into, I think that's a door. I'm not sure, but keep walking ahead here. Yeah. A lot of similarities in this pile in pile 1 and 2. Partnership. So I also did talk about different cards, same message, about allowing people to help you. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So, yeah. Just allowing people to help you. Trusting that people have your best interests at heart. Not every single person. I'm not saying, oh, go to the first person that is offering you help or settling for the first person that comes along. No, you do, like I said, want to study and observe. But if I can, look through your books, make sure you're not missing out on anything. And it's possible that some of you, if the closure message isn't resonating, like I said, the message before, along with the message I said before, I feel like this is about you needing, if a partnership is not already closed out, it's possible that you need to go ahead and nip it in the bud for whatever reason for some of you. But for others of you, this is about keeping on moving forward from a situation that is already closed out and completed. You completed a cycle, so it's closed out, it's void, it's no longer, and it needs to stay where it is for some of you. Okay, so teaching and learning. Yeah. So whatever you're studying here, for your resources, your information that you're getting, you are meant to pass it down to other people. From learning it yourself to going ahead and teaching it to others. And then also just learning from other people, especially with this partnership, and allowing other people to teach you something as well. So, and also teaching through your intuition, because your intuition gives you information and stuff too, and resources, and that's going to help a lot with success and just things in general. Just by using your intuition to come, to help you fix certain problems. So, never ending story. So we talked about a cycle of getting closure. For some of you, this has been back and forth energy where it's just time for you to let it go. If you keep going back to it at this point, you most definitely are just putting yourself in a repetitive cycle that's just never going to get better. So with never ending story, for some of you, this could be about a relationship, like I said, something that has already ended. But for some of you, this is about like back and forth energy where it's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And this could even be a business partnership, if not romance, or just anybody in general, some type of history. It doesn't even have to be with a person, but yeah, once you go, whatever this thing is, whether it's this job that you quit or got fired from, laid off, whatever the case is, whether it's a relationship that's ended, if you go back, like I said earlier, it's closed out and it needs to stay that way. If you go back, you're going to be faced with the same problem again eventually. Risk. So we've already talked about that. Card number 43, taking risk. I feel like a part of the risk is allowing yourself to have fun. But yeah, most definitely that's a big message here. With pile 1 and 2 is taking a risk. So as you can see, it says risk it and risk. Just taking a leap of faith. Not being naive, but just like, I've never done this before. Let me do it and see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. I've learned from it, and it's taught me new methods and a new way of, getting up and doing something again. So that's the energy I'm getting there. Emotions are running high. So make sure that you, when I say take a risk, I am saying to kind of just be in the moment and just do something different, taking a new approach, doing something you've never done before. But also with the emotions are running high with the risk, I feel like you don't want to take a risk based on like on impulse. Like as soon as you feel a certain way, it's like you have to do it. Make sure that your emotions are in check and that you are mentally prepared and stable to do, take these risks. If you take a risk while your emotions are running high, it most definitely is more than likely going to not benefit you in a good way. So make sure that you are keeping your emotions in check before you make certain decisions and before you do certain things. Okay. Lightning. So this lightning card to me is about passion. It is also about creativity to me, which we talked about in pile 1 as well. Creativity. I see a new spark of ideas and inspiration coming to you through a trying time that's either coming up or maybe you've already gone through one that's going to kind of repeat itself, and you're going to be sparked with something, and I feel like you're going to say enough is enough, and you're going to go for something and do something that you never, felt like you could do before. Yeah. Okay. Inner child. I think I did say something about allowing yourself to have fun. And then we have joy guides, which is the person or the guide that brings you the message of taking a risk within this deck here. So allowing yourself to have fun, using your imagination. Just working on your youth. Even if you're older, you are as old or as young as you feel, most definitely. So, just because you're up in the age, it doesn't mean you can't still be young in a certain way. So, and some of you may feel like you're getting at the age to the point when you're not even really old, but you're just feeling like you haven't done much. Spirit's saying is that there's still plenty of time left, and that just use your imagination and it will take you far. Okay, we have a work message here. The messages on the back of these cards are all different for the most part. As far as what's on the back, this one is about work. So let's see. Doesn't have to be. I found a lot of times it could be in any area of your life. I do complete work. I tie up loose ends, follow through on projects, and enjoy the feeling that comes from a job well done. I feel like this is about allowing yourself to celebrate your hard work. Allowing, like I said, when it says tie up loose ends, for some of you, I'm going back to this closure message. You are going to most definitely get closure directly from someone for most of you. For some of you, I should say. But it needs to be left there. Mending, forgiveness and things like that, but leaving it alone, loving from a distance type of energy. So for some of you, like I mentioned earlier, this could be in relations to some type of work or business or whatever. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. Okay. So we have Kairos praise. Yeah, don't know how to pronounce that. Um, these are crystal. I forgot the name of the oracle deck right now, but it is a type of crystal, but I just butchered it. So there you go. So we have fearless movement, which again, like I said several times on pile one, we've talked about that, and we've also talked about here earlier on. A part of your success is to move without fear. I'm trying to find this fear card. It's buried underneath the rest of this stuff here. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So surrender, fear, fearless movement. So yeah, you're kind of psyching yourself out, and this is definitely going to set you back when it comes to success. So move without fear. Like I said in pile one, choose love over fear, and I feel like you will definitely make it, and you will have a lot to be proud of. And it's not that you don't even have a lot to be proud of now, but I definitely feel like you are sleeping on your potential. There's a lot that you are capable of doing, and you need to realize that. Okay. Salvation is near. I feel like this is about renewing a relationship with yourself. I feel like you have a very close-knit relationship with fear, and I feel like that's going to be wiped away coming up soon, or at least this is something that you are needing to work on in order to have more peace and more success moving forward. For some of you, this is about allowing yourself a clean slate. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you've hurt someone in the past, or maybe you just done something in general to where you regret, but now Spirit is offering you a chance to start over, and the universe, I feel like, is going to be on your side, but you do have to make sure that you are willing to make certain changes as a part of your path to success. Okay, so we have 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of too many similarities. 5 of Pentacles was not in pile 1 simply because I use the same deck for all piles and they're already, you know, pre-shuffled and everything. But there was Pentacles energy there. So you could be, and then we have some green here, so you could be of earth sign energy. If not, it just could be in other areas of your chart, somebody you know or thinking about during this reading, or possibly just the energy you're taking on at this time. May not even be either or. It could just simply be the fact that these are just simply the zodiac signs and energy that associate with the cards in the astrological sense, so it does not have to resonate with you at all as far as the signs. But so 5 of Pentacles is about abandonment for the most part. It is about isolation. Yeah, different, same messages, just different cards and a different type of language it wants to speak for pile 1 and 2. Definitely too similar to not, you know, want to go back and look, but it's up to you. But 5 of Pentacles is abandonment. It is isolation. I feel like you are trying to forget somebody, either you or somebody around you is trying to forget some things that have happened in the past. Like you're trying to abandon a part of who you were, when that part of you made you into what you are today. So Spirit says not to abandon that part of you, not to regret that part of you. It's not saying to go back into that person, but to make sure that you don't forget that you started there to get to where you are now. And that's going to be a part of your success. Okay. More Pentacles. I most definitely shuffled pretty well, so It shouldn't be a coincidence, but yeah, definitely check out pile 1. But 10 of Pentacles is completion. It's contentment. It's happy family home life. You got the dogs. You got the kids in the background. You have the house, all of that. So I definitely feel like you're going to be finding contentment in your life coming up soon. And to get there, you must take at least heed of some of the advice within this reading so far. But yeah. So our last message comes from the Miracles Now deck here, which is really just an affirmation. When I allow others to support me, I support them too. So, like I said, too many to not want to go look at pile 1. Too many similarities. Allowing people to help you. And I feel like you could be more of help to people than you think as well. So you have a lot to offer too. So this is just something you can affirm to yourself. So I said at the end of each pile, I will be pulling extra card from the Dear Universe deck by Sarah Prout, Volume 1. It is, I believe, a deck she created based on a book that she wrote. I don't know anything about the book, but anyway, so I will be right back with your card. Okay, so this popped out for you guys as I was shuffling. Dear Universe, fill my immediate future with joy, love, peace, and harmony. So be it, so it is. The so be it, so it is at the bottom of each of the cards within this deck. But as well as Dear Universe. That's the back, if it matters. It just says Sarah Prout, the creator. So that is just another affirmation to say to yourself whenever you feel called to. Daily, maybe just weekly, something to focus on before you go to bed, maybe a prayer. Just use it for whatever you feel called to use it for. The more you say it and believe it, the more that love, peace, and harmony will come into your life, as well as joy and more success, as that's the main point of these messages. So I wish you guys love and light. Please stay safe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Please go to Amethyst Moon's channel to subscribe if you are new to her, as well as for her video response to my video. However, her links will be in the description box below. Her channel link, her link to I think I might put her Instagram link in there too, but I more than likely just put her, at least her channel link, in the video link. But yeah, I wish you guys love and light. I thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Hello, welcome to those of you who have picked pile number 3, which is the final pile for the Key to Success Pick a Card reading. So if you watched the intro, or if you're wondering what this reading is about, this is just overall energy and overall action steps that you can take to find or obtain more success in your life, whether it be one aspect or pretty much this is mostly just a general overview and action steps for just anything. It doesn't have to be any one thing. You can apply these in every area of your life. So let's go ahead and get started. So this I'm going to look into last. It's just basically affirmation, and also at the end I have been pulling a Dear Universe oracle card for each pile, which is a deck by Sarah Prout. I think it's a book she wrote, and she decided to turn them into cards. So what we're focusing on first is the surrender messages. So let's see. Surrender to wander in awe. It says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So I feel like when it comes to this message, it's about appreciation. Like, I also feel like it's about awareness. Like, there's like maybe a lot more to appreciate, or a lot more that you can get out of certain things that maybe you realize. So, and this is also about going with the flow and keeping you connected to different options. I feel like this is about unlimited possibilities, at least for this energy I'm picking up on for this pile so far. So a part of your path to success is to, you know, I feel like keeping your options open for the most part and not limiting yourself. And like I said, appreciating different, even the bad in a situation, as it's going to help you grow, type of energy. So surrender to spirit. I'm trying to keep it to where you don't see that flashlight, but anyway, so surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So both cards have one thing in common, and they talk about magic. So I do feel like you have healing abilities. That's the main thing that's pointing out, and that is going to help you find success as well, just by you using those manifestation skills. And manifestation comes in many different forms. You can manifest in different ways, so keep that in mind. But so it looks like spirit is saying that you've already done everything that you can to make a situation the best it can be for now. So hand the rest over to the divine and to your spirit guides, your angels, and just let them take care of the rest. So allow spirit to help you. Surrender to silence. I feel like this is about, as far as your path to success, what this is meaning, I feel, before I read what's on the card, I am feeling the need to say that until you've figured out, or until you've, how do I put this? Do not tell people your ideas right off the bat. Get them flowing first. Don't give anybody a reason to want to take an idea from you. So a part of your path to success is keeping quiet about the work that you are doing and whatever you are progressing in. It doesn't mean you can't, talk about it later, but wait until the work is either halfway done before you announce it, or completely finished, because you don't want people to kind of go off of your idea. And it's fine to inspire people, but there are sometimes situations where people will completely copy you from beginning to end. So make sure that if you are going to tell people about it, either wait till it's almost completely done, wait till it's done completely, or tell them bits and pieces. Do not tell them the idea beginning to end. So in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go, enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. But moving in silence is basically what I'm trying to say. And this is also about, like it says, meditating, thanking, and finding a quiet place to kind of maybe even come up with new ideas and stuff like that. But for the most part, the main message is what I've already said, meaning that, again, don't feel like you need to just tell every detail of something that you're working through. whether it's a project or just anything in general. So that's going to help you with success as well. And that's upside. I think I have all these upside down. I don't know. But so doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. So it looks like a big part of your path to success will be to release any doubt. Having doubts is one of the main things that keeps you stuck, or that can keep you stuck. I feel like the main message for this is to believe in the impossible. I'm being pulled back to the word magic in this card and in this one. So believe in the impossible is what I feel. Okay, so we have Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. So it looks like a lot of you, whether you realize it or not, have a very deep connection to the divine spirit world, because it keeps coming up. So yeah, but that's going to be your main source of successful outcomes, is allowing something deeper than what you see to help you and to give you guidance on what decisions to make and how to fulfill your life's purpose. Okay, speaking of life purpose, we have our life purpose oracle card, and it is energy healing. So like I said earlier on, was that you guys, most of you have some type of manifestation ability and healing type of energy. So your natural energy healing abilities are your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So this is here to say something I've already said a couple times so far, is I feel like the need to say to allow your hands, like working more with your hands, doing some energy healing for yourself, is going to help ground you and help bring stability so that you can have success. But I do also feel like some of you may need to use your energy healing as a profession. Take that talent and maybe monetize off of it. You don't have to. Not everybody should. Not everybody is meant to. Only do that if you're called to, but that's just an idea for some of you that's going to help you find success as well, and get more opportunities. But so compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. So it says spiritual practices here, and we've talked about one already before this even came up. Okay, but I was interrupted for a second. But yeah, spiritual practice here. And then we have surrender to spirit. We're talking about the divine. So the spiritual world is very, 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 very imperative for most of you that have picked this pile to finding success in one or more areas of your life. So some of you may be needing to answer the call from spirit. Like, I feel like you may be even ignoring not necessarily messages that they've sent you, but just in general. Spirit is trying to get your attention, or they've been calling to you very strongly and you may have ignored it in the past, but now it's the time to answer the call and see how your life changes from there, because Spirit is very beneficial. It's not necessarily scary. I know some people think it is, but if that's the case, you may want to change your mindset, or try to change it. I know we can't help how we think. Compassion for all. So pile number 2, we talked about compassion. I want to say pile number 1, we talked about it as well. So this could be possibly a collective message for everybody, regardless of what pile you picked. But for this energy here, especially in this pile, I feel like this is about putting yourself in other people's shoes, as well as you allowing people in to getting to know you and allowing them a chance to be put in your shoes as well. I do feel some empathic energy here. I feel like I said that in one of the other piles. This is a separate day that I'm recording pile 3. So I can't really remember exactly everything, but I can remember bits and pieces of the other piles maybe if I pull more cards. But either way it goes, for this energy, for this pile, like I said, it's about putting yourself in someone's shoes and vice versa. And not to judge a book by its cover. Okay. So alright, so we have transformation. I feel like this is about allowing yourself to be free and allowing yourself to be unique and kind of stand out from the crowd. I'm hearing the word transition rather than transformation. Either way, it both talks about change. So I'm going to say the main message: be open to change, be open to growing, evolving. The butterflies are about letting go, so I feel like this is about letting go maybe of an old approach, or doing a 360 turn on something. God is your source. Before I get into reading what it says, well, you can already maybe possibly read it as I'm talking, but I don't know if you could see it. But I know that not everybody believes in God, and that's fine. I personally don't think everybody's meant to. I personally do. And I do have a relationship with him, but that's just to say that I don't push this belief on anybody else. So if you want, you can replace God with maybe an archangel, or well, I feel like archangels are derived from God, so I feel like it's the same thing. But just replace it with the word that feels more relatable and more comfortable and more personal to you, if this is not somebody you believe in. Because like I said, I know not everybody does. I feel like over half of my viewers or my subscribers do not believe in God at all. And again, like I said, I am fine with that. It doesn't, mess up my personal relationship with him at all for you not to. And I'm not gonna sit here and make somebody believe in something that they don't. But anyways, let's go ahead and get off that topic before, we do too much. But God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Just know that this is about people fearing that they're going to run out of something, whether it's time, whether it's supplies, patience, whatever it is. Spirit is wanting you to know, God is wanting you to know that you have enough of it. It's going to last you, and to the point where you are able to share that or share your sources with someone else, or a group of people, or whatever the case is. So this is just a message saying that there is enough to go around. Don't worry about what you're going to run out of, because I feel like you're going to easily get it back. So a part of your path to success is knowing that your needs will always be supplied for and met. And like the base of pile 3 is mostly energy healing and being a manifester. This is how you're going to make sure you don't run out. All you have to do is literally just believe. And I know that's probably cliche, or just one of those messages that are too good to be true, but sometimes you do have to go there. They are messages that will help you in the long run. Environment. So with 44, so we're going to talk about the number 4 really quick. 4 is stability. It is security. So this is just more validation that you're not going to run out, and even if you do, you have the ability to recreate and bring out more just by believing in your sources and believing in your own healing power and using it to your advantage. But since we're on the environment card, this is about, I feel like, changing the people you work with, as well as maybe the facilities, or just in general your work environment. Yeah. And then you have the color green, which most of you may know as the color that represents the heart chakra. So, and then we did talk about compassion. So, yeah. Let's see. We have poised, 48. So another 4. So that's 444. And then 4 plus 4 is 8. So there we go. That's another good number. But poise. I feel like poise is about the way you carry yourself. Yeah. Anytime I see that, I feel like that is about the way you display yourself, or the way maybe dressing the part, so to speak. You can still be poised and kind of look the part at the same time. So and making sure that you're confident in who you are, and not feeling like you have to change for something or someone else, but at the same time, there are some times where you do have to try to look the part. If you don't look the part, people won't take you seriously. So just make sure that whatever you're trying to do, make sure you're looking the part. You're not forcing yourself to look it, but that you are genuinely happy looking the part. And if you're not, that just means that that particular thing or whatever it is not for you. And I mean, you can change it and make it different for the most part, but there is some originality to everything. So you do have to kind of incorporate that along with your own style, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we have despair, nature, spirit. So we're talking about spirit again. I feel like this is about, especially with this message here, along with despair, I feel like those two messages together are saying to not give yourself away. But like I said, if you don't feel genuinely happy, this just comes up to validate what I've already said. If you don't feel genuinely happy doing something or looking a part, then that means that the career choice or whatever it is that you're doing, it's not for you. Or again, like I said, to make it your own, but also keep the originality that goes along with it. So yeah, I've already said that, and it just, but nothing will come of this situation. So that's just more validation. It says void, of course, moon. But I'm only focusing on the keywords in this here. But I do feel like with this, you are being told that we've already talked about, like I said, changing your work environment, changing you looking the part, and again, like I said, keeping the originality that goes along with it. So not completely changing it, but making it your own. And then we have despair that came up after, which was just more validation of that. And I feel like this is more validation of that as well. It says nothing will come of this situation. So, like I said, if you're not genuinely happy and you have to completely force yourself in changing 100% to make yourself to just to make other people happy, or a group of people happy, or just the community in which you are trying to get attention, like there's different communities, like the spiritual community. There are similarities within everybody that is spiritual, but there still are differences. That's just an example. So it's like we're not going to be one and the same. But if you feel like you have to be like everybody else, it's not going to work out, and nothing is going to come out of it. You're just going to be sitting down forcing yourself to do what everybody else is doing. So again, add your own spin to it. If you're thinking about something like a relationship or just a job or anything in general, when you looked at this reading, this may be some type of answer. Nothing is going to come of the situation. Especially if you have to pretend like you're happy or pretend like you're enjoying 100% what's happening. You're not going to get nothing out of it. You're not going to be happy with this in the long run. So that's just the message there. Let's see. We have retreat. So all of the pals have this in common. There's a retreat message or something about taking a break. But retreat sometimes just means to go somewhere, maybe even just go outside, go in a different environment and reevaluate things, meditate, go to the spa, just doing something nice for yourself. Making sure that you don't have to take full vacations. Retreat does not necessarily always mean you have to like go out of town or anything, or go anywhere. You can even retreat in your own home. Just, hey, say you don't want no company coming over, you don't want anybody in your way, you don't want people calling, texting, turn your phone off. Get away from the computer for a minute if you can. I myself, that's what I work on, so it's kind of hard for me not to pick it up, and then I love to watch YouTube. So, but anyway, enough about me. But just kind of just getting your connecting with spirit more. I feel you can only do when you are by yourself mostly. So just spending some time alone. And again, retreat, I feel like, is another validation of a change of environment. So yeah. Soulmate. Finding your niche. I think that's how they say it. Niche. Soulmate. Does not have to be a romantic connection that we're talking about here. And again, regardless, we do have multiple. There are friends, could be soulmates, family members, pets, your kids, even just people you meet on the internet that you have a spiritual connection with. I have maybe a few people that I have grown to know and love on, especially on YouTube, where I do have a spiritual connection with another reader, as far as like just spiritual, nothing else. But anyway, your soulmate is like, soulmate can even be a job, like, or a passion. And in this case, I feel like that's what this is about for most of you. Finding the message we talked about the nothing will come of the situation, the poise, the environment, changing things around, but making sure that you're not changing it completely, because if you're changing it completely, that means you don't like anything about it currently, which means, again, you're forcing yourself. So this is about finding what it is that you're meant to be with, or meant to do, or something that makes you completely happy. Yes, you're going to have problems with a soulmate, regardless of if it's a person, a job, a situation, a passion. Yeah, you're going to have problems. Soulmates bring problems. Twin flames bring along issues. But still, as long as it makes you happy in some way or form, you know, I feel like you could really build off of it. And for some of you, if you are asked, or not asking because this isn't a question, but if you are wondering about if someone is your soulmate, this is more than likely they probably are. But again, soulmates does not mean you're meant to be with somebody, doesn't mean you're going to be with them, doesn't mean you're going to be with them for the rest of your life. Soulmates are not always like that, and sometimes they're lessons, so keep that in mind as well. And again, remember, we have multiple. So we have a prosperity message for pile 3. So each of these have each of these cards have a different topic at the back, and it looks like we're talking about prosperity for pile 3. And it says, I am worthy of more prosperity, and I open my heart and hands to receive it now. So that is just another affirmation for you guys to say to yourself whenever you feel called, daily, weekly, before you go to bed, when you wake up, anytime you feel called to. But the more you say you're worthy and you believe you're more worthy of abundance and prosperity and success, you will receive more of it. And I know, like I said, that's one of those messages that people tend to kind of get annoyed with. But honestly, I've noticed that when I believe in something more, it happens. It may not be exactly when I want it to happen, but the more I believe, the more it happens. And there are some times where it happens rather quickly, but you just have to believe that it will. Because we talked about doubt earlier. If you are doubting, you're closing your blessings, or you're blocking your blessings. So Tiger's Eye, personal power and action. So all 3 piles, pile 1, pile 2, and now pile 3, have said something about personal power. So this is just another collective message for everybody to take into consideration, regardless of what pile you pick. And also, this is a crystal deck, so maybe you need to connect with a Tiger's Eye stone or crystal, or do more research on it, or maybe even work with the color. I also feel like citrine for you guys, even though it didn't come up in the pile, but I don't even know if there's a citrine card in the deck, in this particular deck. But anyway, so do some research on Tiger's Eye and citrine. I'm being called to tell pile 3. But personal power in action. So tapping into your personal power and taking advantage of it. And we've already talked about what your personal power is. Your personal power is your energy healing abilities for any situation, and for most definitely yourself. Your energy healing works more on yourself, though, more than anybody else, I'm going to say, for pile number 3. Okay. So now we have master a craft. So this is just going to be anything that you're into, whether it's, like I said, the healing, the spiritual practices, or whatever the case is. Practice makes perfect, so just keep practicing and keep working with your gifts or working with whatever talents it is that you have. And they're going to get better over time, and they're going to get better each time. So just keep working with it. And again, for some of you, this is more so about the healing and manifestation. It's not even that you have to or even need to practice, but sometimes when you do stop working on something, you tend to lose the gift or the knowledge you had about it once before. So make sure that you're giving it time, you're giving it the appropriate amount of attention. Otherwise, one day you can wake up and you're just not the healer or the reader or the dancer, the singer that you were before. I don't know if a lot of people know this about me. You probably don't, because I don't share a lot of things on my channel about myself. But I actually can sing. There's one point where I just was not singing. I wasn't practicing, and I can still sing, but I was way better once before. And I'm going to say it's because I wasn't working on it. So, but yeah, I did have solos in high school. I'm known as one of the singers in my family. Let's just put it that way. But like I said, when I started to use it less, I didn't completely lose it, but it's just like, okay, to me, I don't sound as good as I used to. So keep working on it is the advice and my point in saying that. So let's see. So we have our two tarot cards here. We have Knight of Cups, and we have Six of Cups. So in all the piles there has been, and yes, I do shuffle pretty well, so I don't think this is a coincidence. Pile 1 and pile 2 had both Pentacles cards. They were all Pentacles, and now we have 2 Cups in pile 3. But I think that happened for a reason. But anyway, so Knight of Cups. Anytime I see the Knight in anything, regardless of if it's Wands, Pentacles, Cups, Swords, whatever, I definitely think of somebody having to fight for something. I'm going to say, like, I think I said this in pile 2. I can't remember or not. Because, again, this day is separate from when I recorded the other 2 piles. And I've since then put those cards back up in their boxes. But I'm going to say I feel like somebody is fighting with their emotions. I feel like I'm going back to that whole environmental change message we were talking about and the being poised type of thing. Somebody kind of forcing themselves to feel one way when they actually feel the opposite. You have Six of Cups. I feel like things that you have done in your past, even if they weren't like things that you're proud of, or even if they were things that like you just felt naive about, I feel like those learning lessons from those, I'm going to the Six of Cups, the memories from those outcomes you got from making those mistakes, I feel like are going to help you move forward and keep you from doing things like that again. So I feel like Spirit is wanting you to gravitate back towards your past just for that reason, for the memories of what to do and what not to do in upcoming situations. That's going to help you find success. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, I see somebody having to, at least at this energy with everything combined, I'm getting a feeling that you're going to have to hold your tongue in a lot. We're going back to the silence message. Surrender to silence. Here it is. I just feel like you can't let people get to you. Keep your emotions in check. I'm pretty sure I said that in one of the other piles. May have been both of them. I think it was pile 2 for the most part. But keeping your emotions in check. And again, just not letting everything get to you. Don't feel like you have to respond or argue with every little thing. But the main message with this is to not let your emotions get the better of you. In your workplace or just in general, because it is going to keep you from finding success, or it's going to delay your progress at least. Sometimes we just have to deal with stuff, and that's not, it's, you do what you have to do, but sometimes you just kind of have to hold it in. Now, by all means, if it gets to be too much, then you want to say something, but the main message here is to try to let it go for now. Because I feel like the other person or other party would not really completely ever understand why it is that you may feel the way you feel about something. I feel like not letting other people's opinions get you down as well. Not necessarily about yourself, but in general, there may be a lot of things that you don't agree with along with what somebody else has to say. But yeah. Okay. So this is the last card, and then after that, again, I'm going to be shuffling and pulling one of these when I get done with this. So that the Dear Universe will be your last after this here. So when I shine bright, I give others permission to shine with me. So I think I said this, not in the other piles, but it was a recent pick a card reading. I think I did. May have been pick a card or something. I don't know. May not even been recent, but I feel like it was. But like I've said before, it's like people think that if you put them under the spotlight for 1 second, that it's going to take away from what you have and take away from your talents and make people want to pay more attention to them. That is all just in our heads. So allow somebody else to be great as well. And this isn't to say you're not doing this. This is just for future reference. Just don't be afraid to let somebody, be great too. Especially in the YouTube community, it is an issue, especially in the spiritual community, where people don't want to help each other out, because, and the reason is because so and so may have a bigger channel, so and so may have more views, more subscribers, and people are just like that. I can understand it to an extent, I'm gonna be honest. And this is just an example. So don't take it personally. The YouTube thing is just an example because it's the only thing I can think about at the moment. But it's just a prime example of how people, it's not even that you don't want to see anybody else do good. It's just that you're afraid of this person being better than you. In reality, we can learn from everybody. There's room for improvement for everybody. So just learn from each other and allow each other to shine in each other's presence. It's fine. It's not going to take away from you. And if you believe that, then you have a lot of self-improvement and work within yourself that you need to do. And it has nothing to do with the other person. It's more so about you. So, yeah. So, that is, I was about to say that's the end. I keep doing that. So, again, we have the Dear Universe Oracle deck by Sarah Prout. And again, I'm just going to, okay. I think we have one that wanted to pop out. 2 of them popped out, but one stayed where it was and another one just stayed out. So we're going to take the one that stayed out. That's the backs of the cards. Okay, so Dear Universe, allow me the power to inspire and heal others. And you would think I did that intentionally, but y'all, I didn't. That just goes to show you that that message that I just said before I pulled that was very important. And then we're going back to your healing abilities and manifestation abilities, helping you to find success. And this is just more, so be it, so it is at the end of each of the cards. So that's why I didn't read it. But allow me the power to inspire and heal others. So that's just another information or just advice that you can use and implement into your life to find success and to help other people find success as well. Like I said, helping others too. Helping others to their highest potential is a part of your life's purpose, as well as a part of you finding success in your own situations and things moving forward. So yeah, we've already talked about that. What I said in regards to this card here, and this says Gabby on it. This is a deck by Gabrielle Bernstein, and I bought this deck used. I did not know they had writing on it until it's only one other card that's got writing on it, I think. But anyway, I didn't know that they wrote on it until I got it, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So, but anyway, that's what that is. But yeah, so what I just said about this card is basically the same thing. And then it goes back to reminding you about healing, which we've talked all throughout this pile. So that is the end and all I have for pile 3. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please do go over to Amethyst Moon's channel to subscribe and view her video response to my video. See if there are some similarities. What did you learn from my pile? What did you learn from hers? Comment down below. Let me know if you were able to learn something, if some of it already resonated. For the most part, this is about how to move forward and find success. So it may not even be accurate just yet. So keep that in mind. It's something for you to, this is advice for you. But anyway, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you would like to see me do individually, or what other collaboration subjects would you like for me to touch bases on with Amethyst Moon, because I'm sure we will be doing more collabs in due time. Yeah, but please subscribe to her. If you came to me from her channel, welcome. I'd like to thank you for at least stopping by to view your pile. If you did, let me know how it went. Please subscribe if you can. Share the video if you enjoyed it. It will help me. Please leave it like at the very least if you enjoyed, as it's going to help get my name out there. It's going to help me become more recommended to people. And yeah, so I wish you guys love and light. Please stay safe out there. Personalized readings, I don't even know if I mentioned this in the beginning of my video, but I do personalized readings. So if you would like those, my links are always in the description box below. I'm going to have Amethyst Moon's information down there as well. I don't know if she is doing personal private readings or not. I just know that she's on YouTube and she does Instagram as well. But I'm sure at some point, if she doesn't now, she may start to do personal private readings. But if you want, you can just contact her for that on Instagram, if that's okay, because I don't see that she's advertised for private readings, so I'm not sure. But either way it goes, I do them as well if you're interested. Affordable prices, great detailed readings for the most part. And I do have, you know, cheaper options for smaller readings available if interested, because I know not everybody is going to want to spend too much on a reading. So I do have smaller options available. So if you see something, there's something on my website in my Etsy shop for everybody. So just look around. If you have any questions, just contact me on at giftedsoul777@gmail.com as far as questions like how to get a reading, or you can send me PickACard reading suggestions there, to book a reading, things like that. Now I'm just rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Love and light.